When I tell you guys, I really dislike politics. I was trying to get away with politics. Politics really upset me. It really does. So, in case you haven't heard, there's a conservative activist named Charlie Kirk. And earlier he was giving a speech and it looked like it was secure. He had security in front of him. He was under a tent giving a speech in Utah, and he was assassinated from far away. Looked like he got hit in the neck and he pronounced deceased. Oh, my prayers goes out to the family. What a sad situation. Really sad situation. What's stressing me is, like I said, I don't like politics. Now, you have Republicans, of course, blaming Democrats. If Democrats didn't think this way, the rhetoric, all that stuff, they're really upset. Everybody should be upset. Like I said, there is no room for violence just because we disagree on some stuff. What's stressing me out the most, and I really hate talking about politics, is there are some people who are angry, but they are angry for the wrong reason. When I say for the wrong reason, meaning is when it's somebody on the other side, meaning Democrat, you don't hear nothing from them. They don't care. But when it's one of them, they're outraged. I feel like people should not be like that. Like me, I don't care what political party you are. In my honest opinion, I feel like what happened today shouldn't happen. I feel like it's a really bad situation. I don't care whatever side you're in. But some people, they don't think like that. They was like, the way they think is, if that person is Democrat, they don't care. If the person is a Democrat and something happened to a Democrat, then they blame it on the other side and they get all mad. But if a person is like Republican and something happened to a Republican, they get mad. But you know what I'm saying? But if it happened to a Democrat, it's like some people are going, it's like they mad, they're upset about that, but they don't care because of the letter, the initial letter that's political, that's in front of that person, meaning all for Republican, they for Democrats. But it's breaking news, sad situation that's happened today, and I just feel like some people are really upset, as they should, but some people are upset because it happened from somebody on their sides where they should be sad, because that shouldn't happen at all. Even if you go to the Fox News, I think President Bill Clinton wrote a statement, and some people, mad at him, blaming him and stuff. That's just what politics does. Politics divides people. Politics make us enemies, and it's really sad what politics will do to people. But that's just my personal view. I try to stay away from politics. I try to not be involved, but that's what I noticed. Like, when something happened, to Democrats, like, it's like Republicans, you don't hear nothing. Or, when something happened to Republicans, it's like the Democrats, you don't hear nothing. But it's when it's like, when it's something like that happened, they want to get mad. And it's like they didn't care what happened to Pelosi or what happened to Pelosi and husband. And, like, I'm not trying to be one-sided. I'm just saying in general, the way some politicians think is kind of like said, instead of just being said for a human being, they said because of, hey, are they on our side or against us, before we give sympathy. That's just my thing in that situation. I don't even want to talk about it. You guys let me know what you think, okay?